Hi, Kim. Yep, I've already been there, done that. Excuse me. I'd rather go to the emergency room. Hi, Vaughn. How are you this morning? Well, you probably got to elevate them, sweetie. Keep off of them. Because I think that's the only way, the swelling will go down. Good. So you're feeling okay this morning, other than the swelling? So what are you up to, Vaughn? Hi, Peter. Well, that's good. Obviously, you needed to do that, Yvonne. Yes, actually was a gift from the Fix-It lady for me to do stuff with. Yeah, it's kind of where you start. So, Peter, how did you hear my channel? Oh, my Mindy Michelle too. Really? Where did we meet? Well, this is going to be a pendant, and these are going to be earrings. Oh, thank you. Yeah, black fabric, paint, felt. Paper, cardstock. Yeah, you could do lots of things. Yes. Honestly, I've never really got. I have some different spider web yarns. The one where they're like open work already. If that's what you're talking about. And then it's like scrunched up and so they can roll it up into the ball. It's really that's more about beading and scarf making, I believe. If that's what I'm thinking of. Oh, okay. Where it looks like a feather boa kind of thing? Is that what you're talking about? Eyelash yarn? Oh, I use yarn. My email scrolling there should be anyway. you have a picture of it, I'll let you know if it's something I could use, or I may know somebody who may be able to use it, depending on what it is. Okay, let me take a look. Give me a moment. No, it's called. They're called spider web because it's kind of like the open work weave, and when you stretch it out, it's like that open work weave. And like I said, a lot of people use that when they're doing beading and scarves. Give me just another moment. If I knew someone who might be able to utilize that more so than me, maybe, who could use it, maybe instead of sending it to me, you can send it to them. But I need to find out if that's something that they would work with. I'm pretty sure, but I just want to ask and be sure. Well, I just sent him. It's somebody you've seen in the chats. Um, I already sent her a message asking if it was something she would be able to use too. Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, that'd be awesome as like a Christmas for a Christmas tree. See if she gets back with me while you're here. If not, oh well. Okay, honey. Yeah, take care of yourself. Hi, Kara. How are you today, sweetheart? Barbara, if you're there was a question for you. Yeah, someone asked the question a little bit up in the chat for you. Yeah. Funny thing is, the thyroid, I had the cancer in there, but my thyroid numbers were great. Um, yeah, very over. How low? What in the world's going on? Wow. Yeah. Um, that's low. But it could be totally unrelated to the nodule. Um, well, since I had the cancer, once my thyroid was removed, I I have to be what they call suppressed. Which means purposely made low, and I'm talking under 1 low. Yeah. I wouldn't be too crazy concerned about the number at the moment. It's more about your biopsy result. Because the numbers can all be regulated. Yeah, and I have to be suppressed for 15 years minimum. And people think, great, you don't have a thyroid, you're suppressed or whatever, that number's low, then they think you can, it's easy to maintain weight and all that kind of stuff. Because, your thyroid is, basically you're making your metabolism work harder and everything else. No, not necessarily. Yeah, I mean, like I said, the thyroid controls everything in the body. It does a lot of work. So yes, important to have that checked. A lot of people don't think about it until they either accidentally get a lump found or nodule, or they physically feel something in their throat. And it could be goiter, which is inflammation, and it could be cancer. Now, it's a bad saying, but it's kind of true. Not 100% true. They say, well, it's better if you have thyroid cancer than most other types of cancers because, it's pretty easy peasy in the sense of treatment and things like that. Well, yeah, the more common one, there's the most common thyroid cancer, giving all a little education here, which is extremely curable, not a biggie in the sense of cancers to have. Then there's another one, a little more rare, but still curable, which is the one I had. But there are 2 that are really nasty bad ones. And yeah, so a lot of people always hear the thing about, oh, you have thyroid cancer. Oh, that's the easiest. You don't know. Because I caught it, not my doctor, in time before it spread out of my thyroid. Barely. I only had to get the removal done. I had nodules on both sides, so get the removal done. take a pill form radiation treatment, which isn't up to a 3-day, I think, stay in the hospital in isolation. It just depends on how fast your system metabolizes things. I was out the next day, and then I had to like pretty much stay at home for like a week for sure without going anywhere. Because they, as soon as it reaches a certain level, they'll release you. And then medication, thyroid medication to keep that thyroid, that TSH low. And basically that inhibits regrowth if for some reason any piece of that thyroid is still in there, escaped, whatever, in the removal, because people don't realize you can have something called thyroid cancer in any organ of your body. It's still thyroid cancer because the type of cancer it is initiated from the thyroid. And that's the same with a lot of cancers. Your lymphocytes, that could be a couple of different things. It could be autoimmune, could be with an infection. That can happen as well. Yeah. Did they do any other tests with you, Michelle, in the sense of looking for lupus and all that kind of stuff? Now, mind you, folks, I don't purport to be a medical doctor. I just, unfortunately, have developed a lot of knowledge over the years because of my many medical issues. So always ask your doctor about it. And if you're not 100% sure, ask another doctor about it and give us an opinion. Something like MS? Okay, so they're saying it's not MS because there's something in the rheumatoid. CIDP. She'll sound vaguely familiar. Was it something that they could test you for? Or not a specific test? Yes. Okay. Yeah, I know what I've looked into that too, because in my journey I've had to try to rule a bunch of things out. Had to rule everything out to get my fibromyalgia diagnosis. Yeah, I know. Not fun. Had them done. Yeah, I got a horror story when it comes to getting my first biopsy. I'll put this way, in 2004, if you did not have insurance or you had charity insurance, you did not get the same level of treatment as anybody else. I get it, Michelle. But in talking about this, it's also making other people aware of thyroid. Um, a lot of people don't think about it. And sometimes those nodules, you have no symptoms, you have nothing. And you have this thing growing inside you. You know, thyroid is important to look at just as much as your breasts are when it comes to cancer. All right. If anybody's new here and don't know how this works, I'm up here by my little lonesome. So when I need to take what I call a walkabout break, which means I got to stand up and move, I'm going to get some more coffee while I'm up, too. And I do just leave my live running. So sit back, relax, enjoy the music. I'll be back shortly. Quickly before I woke up, no, don't believe the hype. There was a commercial on television at that time that was running, and I was laughing. I don't see that commercial anymore. So I think that's a fun one. Oops, say that again. So, no, Yvonne. No test exists to tell you you have fibromyalgia. There was a commercial on TV a while back, a couple of years ago, saying that there was a test. No. Fibromyalgia is a diagnosis of exclusion of some of the most nastiest, craziest diseases you can possibly imagine. Some can kill you, some make you waste away, whether it's through your nerves, muscles, joints. This is pain that daily pain that a person lives with, similar to lupus without the dying portion of it. It's the most closest disease I can think of that people might be familiar with. Yeah, a lot of people with fibromyalgia are skin sensitive. Even the slightest pressure, a brush of the skin can hurt them. I've been extremely fortunate that I don't have the skin sensitivity to that level, but I feel everything inside. So when my appendix went in my 40s and I went to the ER, I'm like, it's my appendix. Well, we took pictures or whatever. I'm telling you, it's my appendix. Boom, appendix. Knew when my gallbladder went. Know which bowel issue is acting up at the moment based on where the pain is in the bowel. Or intestine. Things like that. It's interesting. So we go to the same ER when I need to, things like that, because my records are straight there. Some of the doctors have been working in the ER for a long time, do actually know me and don't 100% question. They do the necessary tests just to confirm what I'm saying, but I'm usually right. Very, very rarely I'm not correct when it comes to my internal organs. The other downside to that is when you get IVs or blood drawn or anything with a needle or tubing, they go, oh, it's just a pinch. And before fibromyalgia, it was just a pinch on the skin that you felt pretty much, and that was it. But since my fibromyalgia developed, I feel the tubing, the full tubing, the length of the needle, the thickness of the needle. So I have trained them to understand what gauges I can get put in, what I can't get put in, what they can put in when I'm knocked out, but better take out before they wake me up if I have to have a procedure done, things like that. But I will be right back.
Hey, good morning, everybody. I've been setting up for the auction. How's everybody doing this morning? Now, Stacey Mae's fibromyalgia is mine. Mine, when it hits, I start with a headache. It's a burning feeling, and as it goes through my body, I feel anything and everything. It's like 10,000 fire ants are fighting me up alive. They'll go all the way down to my feet. And they did do a PET scan one time when it had started, and my brain was lit up. So they said something's going on. They didn't know what it was, but something is going on with your body, with your brain. It starts in the brain with me, and it just overcomes me. I can't stand clothes on me even. I have to fight through it and take pain pills, muscle relaxers, whatever I have to stop it, or a cold shower or bath. And sometimes that's not good for me because I'm a fall risk and it's hard for me to take a bath. There's nothing that really relieves it 100%. And I fight with it a lot. Some days I'll just sit here and you'll see me just sitting like this, or I'm watching something. I don't want to move because even my hand touching or my arm touching the chair or my clothing is really bad. But a PET scan will allow them to see that your brain is overactive. Now, will they call it fibromyalgia? No, because it does the same thing with lupus, or if you're in a lot of pain, or if you're bipolar with PTSD. If you have any personality disorders and it starts acting up, the PET scan will pick it up. But they cannot say for sure. Now, I've had colitis and diverticulitis and small intestinal pains all my life. And every time they say, okay, an old doctor called and said it was Crohn's, but he didn't run the test. To find the test on it, it's just like fibromyalgia. It's got to be very active. You've got to be in a lot of pain and everything like that. Well, you go to the doctor with it. They send you to a stomach doctor, and it may take a week or two for them to get to see you. It may take a week or two for them to get the colon test and everything set up. In 6 weeks, the symptoms may be gone. And then that stuff they make you drink washes all the infection out. So they're not catching it. They catch the inflamed stomach, or they may catch the swelling of a colon or something like that. But in me, they haven't been able to catch everything working together. Right, on pain, yeah. PTSD can bring it on. Stress can bring it on. Okay, a trip and just something jarring something in your body can just flood you with everything. Pain does make it worse. Let's see. Wolf, you in here? Okay, he's not in here. I was going to have him turn off. I'm going to turn off this light right here for right now, because that's too much light shining on my screen. There's so many things, that the PET test will show up. Because it'll show up, okay, you go in and say, oh, I'm having such severe back pain. I can feel this pinching here, that pinching there. So what they're going to do is they're going to take an MRI. They're going to find out, well, you have bulging this and this and this and this. It's pinching off your nerves here and here. Well, sometimes I have pain so bad, doctors don't know what to do with me. They'll give me some morphine and they'll send me home with pain pills, and I have to stay in the bed. That's not good. I tell you what, pain can freeze you. I was sitting here one night, we were in Get Swamped at an auction. I had fallen 2 days before, and it got to where I couldn't move my hip or move my body at all. And even just, hi Jeffrey, even just to take my chair and do this, just move that much of my body, I was screaming in pain. So they got the ambulance, brought me to the emergency room and all that. They didn't say it was pinched nerve. It's just muscle spasms from the fall. They didn't take x-rays or anything because so many people are coming in with just saying it hurts. They're not going to spend money, especially if you're on Social Security or Medicaid. They're not going to spend money except for x-rays.
Pardon me a moment.
Okay.
I want to say hello to Brandy and Jeffrey. Okay.
Okay. So they'll take x-rays. Then you got to go to your doctor in a week or two. Then he decides if you need a CAT scan or an MRI. If you have to have an MRI, insurance makes them pay for a CAT scan because it's cheaper. That's not going to show up anything. Yeah, that's dangerous. That is really dangerous. See, my immune
Yvonne, mine was triggered by a car accident as well. I was rear-ended by two vehicles when I was at a standstill on the highway. Both vehicles were estimated to, one hit me at 60 to 65. The vehicle behind them also hit that car at the same speed and knocked them back into me.
We had a head-on collision. That's what started in 1971, starting everything in my body really worse than it was.
Yeah, I was fine before that car accident, and since then it's slowly been falling apart, but that's okay. It is what it is.
And in 1970-71, $20,000 was a lot of money. That's what my dad got, and our hospital bills paid because the car turned out in front of us. Today, that $20,000 may be $200,000 for a head-on collision like we had. So we bought the car. Daddy bought the car in old 98, the biggest you could buy then, on Friday and Sunday. It got totaled.
I love my dad's Oldsmobile.
Oh yeah, Daddy loved Oldsmobiles and stuff like that. So.
Oh yeah, ow, broken spine. Yeah, I got my back's a mess too. Cracks everywhere and stuff like that. And
yeah.
Space problems and pressures, with it bulges into the spinal column and all that nonsense too.
Now, Jeffrey, a bump on the back of the leg could still be a bruising. It may not be a blood clot, but still get it checked. Always get it checked if you don't know what it is. The trauma from one incident to another wreck, to this one, to that one, a slip and fall, it always compounds anything you've got. And you have to watch things like my blood sugar. One time it'll be 300 and something when it's not controlled or I'm in too much pain, and they're not giving Norco or anything like that. You go to emergency room, your blood pressure has to be really high before they give you morphine, or they just send you home. Take some Tylenol. What good is Tylenol? Tylenol's good for a headache, but that's about it. So we're stuck here with a lot of pain. I deal with it. Like right now, it's about an 8.5. By the time we finish, will be about 9.5. I'm not taking anything. I have had such strong pain in my body that you kind of get used to it. You start off like a 5 and you're, oh yeah. Then after about a year or two, you get into the 6s. It's a little better. 7s, you get used to it. 8s, you get used to it. And when I get to an 8.5 or 9, that's when I get kind of worried and I try to take something. Sometimes I'm screaming and hollering, can't stand it. And they have the ambulance pick me up and they'll give me a couple of units of morphine, then send me home because I have joint and bone.
Where's the lump, Jeffrey? Morning, Julie. Can you do me a big favor and drop Barbara's link for me so people can be sure they're subscribed?
Okay, I got.
So they can come see us at noon.
I'll get it. Or Julie has it, but I think she's got.
That's what I'm saying. Well, yeah. It's funny because you go in. I go into the ER. When I go to the ER, that pain level is through the roof, beyond through the roof. It's stratospheric. So they always ask you the pain scale of 1 to 10,
But
and I say, well, a normal person might say an 8. I feel like it's an 8 for me, but sorry, but if to a normal person it's like a 20, and they're like, "You're kidding?" I'm like, "No," because I'm not sitting there always. Like look uncomfortable. You can tell there's pain. They check my blood pressure. You could tell I'm in pain, and a high level of pain because the pressure's up. And but when you look at me, it looks like I'm at like a normal person without issues 4, because I'm so used to dealing with a level of pain every day. It's a really strange concept, but it is what it is again. No, her channel link. No, I don't think she has the thumbnail done yet.
sorry, I'm in like a bubble. I'm having to protect myself today. I had a bad night, and
Mm-hmm.
some people, men love to hide their pain. A woman will go to a doctor 5 more times a year than a man would. Men think they gotta be macho. They can't show this. They can't show that. Women tend to take care of themselves more. I know a man that's about 3 years older than about 70. He has fibromyalgia. You know what he does? Goes in his bed and he lays his arms out and stuff on pillows, and he just lays there until it goes away, which is not good because you're not moving your limbs, you're not doing,
Mm-hmm.
Things like that. And it's bad, you know. Okay, this one is it's Cajun candy. I spelled Cajun wrong the first time I put it in. But there's my link. I don't know. You know what? The men I know, the older men was raised, you gotta be strong for the family,
Right.
and you gotta do this, you gotta do
Men don't
that.
cry. Right.
Yeah, men don't cry, stuff like this. And I think that's wrong. I think a man that cries and shows emotion is more loving, I found out, than one that no, 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 no. And it's funny how it is, but men, when they hurt so bad, it's like, eh. But what can we say? We're not one to put out there all the time, oh, I'm hurt so bad, I can't do nothing today. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do something. I'm not going to show you all my pain. But it does make me weak. I fall more when I do have pain, and I did fall through the night. And I hurt that hip, that spasm so bad. Well, now I know it's a spasm. I know what to do with it because they're not going to do nothing at the hospital with it anyhow. And it's bad because us with pain that we come and sit and do things. Well, how can you do that if you have pain? Well, how can I do it if I have pain? What if I just sit back and let the pain take over me? That's not good either. So, we try to do our best. We try to share with everybody and keep showing our crafts and all that. And I finally got all my stuff hanging out that I'm going to be selling today. So it's there. You know, I know Stacey Mae, she hurts a lot. I hurt a lot. I know Julie hurts a lot, and some of the others that are in here. But we're not going in and every day saying, hey, my knees are so swollen and hurting, I have so much pain. I'm not going to walk today. Shoot, I'm going to walk. You won't know that. Sometimes you do know. And we have to share sometimes because we need feedback. And that's what this is for, too. This is a good sharing room. It's a good caring room. And we can talk about different things. Stacey Mae is very intelligent about medical things. So we do our auctions. We do this. We do that. We fix jewelry. We crochet. We design things. There's nothing wrong with it. Just helps us get through our things. Oh, Stats, you still up north? Oh my God, Julie, you're going to be hurting. Anytime the barometric pressure changes by 1 or 2 degrees, I'm hurting. And it's partly cloudy today, 44 degrees. I love this temperature. I just hate when the furnace goes on. My allergies go, my sinuses. So, but it's a little different today. The sun's out. It's partly cloudy, And that's another thing, people. You have an injury in your body. When the barometric pressure changes, you're going to be able to tell if it's going to rain or be cloudy or sunshine. And that messes with your system. It messes with your brain. I found that out. Okay.
There was 2 hikers coming towards us. The Queen would always stop and say hello.
Hey, John, welcome in. The event on Barbers is about noon. It's funny, Barbara. I just discovered today, they don't do the crocheted chains or anything, but someone's starting to do the repurposing of the jewelry for auction. Was that the link for the sale?
I'm having trouble with StreamYard. I'm just fixing it now. I don't know what that link is.
Oh. Oh. It's your intro video.
Yeah.
Or ad or whatever. Doing all right, John. How's by you? Oh yeah, Jeffrey. Okay. Catch everybody up here. The stats is Julie. Fix It Lady is Michelle. MKT is Yvonne.
Okay, I'm going to step away for a few minutes. I did put the thing up, the link,
All right.
but I haven't opened the studio yet.
Right, no. Mm-mm.
So,
And Squirrel is John. Trying to think if there's anybody else in here that doesn't have an obvious what their name is. KF Stu is Kara. Kara. However you want to pronounce it. I'm sure she gets both. Yeah, because y'all know in here I like folks to get to know folks, not just their channels. Now I do make it blue so y'all can subscribe to each other and share out whatever events you may have going on your channels. Because I have a wide variety of guests that come in here, different types of channels. And you may be surprised. You might sub, get a notification, go watch a video, and realize, hey, I like this. And it might have been something you never watched before. What happened? Well, sometimes, Jeffrey, some people don't put their own content on there, but they may have content in the sense of have been guests or something on somebody else's channel. So they'll just create a list of that stuff. So it kind of appears they don't have content, but they do do things on YouTube. They're not just spectators. Yeah, Perfect. Great, Yvonne. Yeah, that's what I want. I like everybody that comes into my place to feel comfortable. I want you to go support each other. You know, I want this to be an ease of conversation, regardless of the topic. The only things I ask is that you try to curb innuendo or cursing to a minimum. And if you're live with me, definitely no. And you don't come in here to speak of an individual or another channel, because I'm not into the drama and I don't allow it on here. I will delete your comments, I will warn you, and I will have you not be here anymore if it's an issue. Just putting that out there. I've done it before, I haven't quite done it in a while.
Hello, everybody.
Of course. That's why you're blue, Julie. I don't make you guys blue to... I mean, it helps me figure out who's coming in new too, but it's more about you guys. Drop the links. Do whatever you want to do. Actually, it's better if you have someone else drop your link, and it's very true. I've done this. I've stopped dropping my channel. I'll drop links to specific things, but I won't drop my own channel link. And my subscribers are sticking, which is a wonderful feeling. Where before, when I was dropping my own link, I was, the number would go up and down, up and down, up and down all the time, badly. I'd rather have a steady growth than have a bombardment that gets taken away from me anyway.
If you watch on YouTube, there's a place that says how to build your YouTube channel. It says you never drop your own link in other people's unless somebody asks you to. You don't promote your own channel. Like he said, it looks like you're conceited that your channel's going to be doing the best, and it may not. And there's many things I've learned. If somebody asks me, oh, what's your channel, and I know Douglas, every time I go in a room, he'll drop my channel. That's not me dropping it,
Right.
So you want to talk to your friends, hey, help me promote, something. I've lost 3 subscribers in the last 2 days. But, hey, it goes up and it goes down. We have no way of knowing any of it, so you can't control it.
I'm glad, Jeffrey, because you have really nice content. And I told you, all you gotta do with negative people is just delete their comment. And if it's a very nasty comment, block them. And that's it. Don't let it, affect you, because it shouldn't affect you. That's that person's issue, not yours. Because there's nothing that you're putting out there that somebody should be so negative about. You got to take some of your more recent photos and make another video with the photos with the music in the background. Those are cool too. Some of your pictures you've been taking lately are extremely beautiful.
Excuse me, that's my phone.
Morning, Carl. That way. Okay, of course. Hi, Joyce.
Hey, Joyce, long time no see.
Hmm.
Um, really? Sis, that is beautiful. Wow.
Thank you. All right. I'm gonna start clearing my area here. Getting set up and going on over to Barbara's. Oh, I appreciate that. Well, you provided me with a beautiful piece to work with. It all starts with the item. And some folks may not want to wear it as the bracelet. It might be a tad too busy for them. This way it's separated, it's spread out more on the body. And they may wear it. So it opens these items up to a wider audience of people who would want to wear the jewelry. And it saves items from being trashed because taste change, style changes. And in situations that many of us know about on here, because there are a few people with the situation, is, people pass, their taste is different than yours. You don't want to keep the stuff. A lot of people throw this stuff out. And I do my best to save these things from landfills because they deserve to live longer. And your piece is very beautiful. Some of my items, they may have a little bit of scratch or a little bit of something going on, a little bit of wear, but they still got plenty of life in them. And reimagined look absolutely gorgeous. So alrighty, folks, I'm gonna head on over to Barbara's. I want to thank everyone who came in and hung out. I want to thank those who will watch this in the future. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Go to the information page on this video. Subscribe to Barbara. Come see us shortly. about noon. And subscribe to Countess April. Open panel Friday nights. Starts at 9. Always a fun time at Countess April's channel. But most importantly, I want everyone to enjoy the rest of their day.